From Television City in Hollywood, it's Young People's Week on Card Shark. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubank.
Thank you. Thank you, Gene Wood. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. Hey, I hope you've been with us this week because we've had the youngsters with us this week, and boy, have they been fun. We've had such a good time. I'll remind everybody that if the match happens to end early today with our youngsters, then we'll bring the adults back. But we'll see what happens. Before we get started, I want you to meet our two lovely dealers. Here they are, Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Huh? Haven't the kids been fun?
Oh, they've been great. I hate to see them go, really.
Me too. And
yeah.
Yesterday, Adam got us for $19,000.
Oh, Harvard's looking good, huh?
Yeah. Let's deal the cards out. It'll be Lacey dealing the red cards on the top row, Susanna the blue cards on the lower level. While they're getting all ready to start our game, we've got two very nice card sharks. I want you to meet them, and here they are. Tommy, Joe, and Heather, come in here. You like that applause, don't you, Tom and Joe? How are you, my friend?
Good.
Well, tell me about yourself.
My name is Tommy Joe Trujillo. I'm from Highland Park, Los Angeles, and I'm 12 years old. I used to have a couple of hobbies.
Yeah.
I used to collect bottle caps, stamps, and coins. I still collect coins.
What's your hobbies now?
I don't have any.
Oh, well.
Except for coins.
Except for what?
I collect coins.
Coins. How about winning money? Would that be a good hobby for you?
Yeah, and making money. That's another
well,
one of
you've
my
come
hobbies,
to the right. What do you want to do when you grow up someday?
I want to be a singer or an actor.
Oh, either one,
Or both.
okay? Or both, that'll work. Nice to have you with us, Tommy Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Heather, how are you?
Hi, Bobby.
Wait a minute, Heather. Let you and I get off on the right foot, okay? I had an aunt that called me Bobby, and I didn't speak to her for 25 years. Hello, Heather, how are you?
I'm fine. My name's Heather Gomez. My name's Heather Gomez. I'm from Chula Vista, California.
Yes.
I am 14. I go to Hilltop Junior High.
Applause, yes.
Junior? I go to Hilltop Junior. I go to Hilltop Junior.
And what do you want to do someday?
I want to major in singing and acting. I want to go to college.
What kind of singing?
Opera.
Opera? You sing opera now?
Yeah.
Let me hear a little. Just a little. Go ahead, just a little. That's good, okay?
And this is my lucky.
That's your lucky $5 whatever. Yeah, don't give up your acting career, though, Heather, okay? All right, fine. Now, you know how to play this game. We've got the cards all dealt out. Lacey's dealt the cards out from the deck you cut before we went on the air. If you win 2 games, you become our champion. Then you have to go on to play for the big money. And you saw Adam yesterday. He won $19,000. So I wish you both all the luck in the world. Tommy Joe, first question goes to you, my friend. You ready?
Yep.
Good for you. We surveyed 100 fourth grade girls, and we asked them, would you like to marry a rock star? How many fourth grade girls said they would like to marry a rock star?
Well, that's a hard question because you don't know if fourth grade girls know about very many rock stars. Matters if they have older sisters. If they have older sisters, usually the older sisters know about rock stars, and they'll tell their younger sisters.
Yes.
So
I got you. So how many fourth grade girls said they would like to marry a rock star?
I think that would be about a little bit under the middle, like about 42.
42 out of 100. Heather, 42 out of 100 fourth grade girls said they would like to marry a rock star. Higher or lower than that?
I think it's going to be higher because, you know, when they're in fourth grade, you know, they want to be, you know how they know how that rock stars are so popular and famous and everything. Well, I think that they'd want to be, you know, get to be really famous and stuff. I think it's going to be a lot
higher than that. Okay, the actual number of fourth grade girls who would like to marry a rock star is 58. You're right, Heather, it was higher. Not much, but it was higher. All right, Heather. Here's your card, my dear. You can change this when it's a deuce.
Woo, all right, I want to go higher.
Higher than the deuce. There's an 8. Now what?
I want to freeze.
You freeze?
I'm gonna freeze.
She's been watching the show. She knows if she freezes like that, she keeps her opponent away from the cards. Don't worry, Tommy Joe. I'll be there in a minute. Here we go, Heather. Oh, a pat on the back. Heather, we surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, before you buy a new dress, do you ask your husband's permission? How many married women said they do ask their husband's permission?
I think that's going to be really low. I know, you know how wives always want to go out and shop and, you know, they want to get all these really good things. I don't think they're really going to tell their husbands, you know, that they're going to want to get a dress.
But I think they should ask permission, don't you?
Are you saying that how many would admit that they would ask?
How many married women said they do ask their husband's permission?
That will be high. Yeah, I think that'll be 58.
So does your mother ask your dad's permission if she can buy a dress?
No, she doesn't. She does not.
Who's the boss in your family? Truthfully now.
My mom, my father.
Oh,
My father.
yeah.
My father.
Okay. All right.
So
So you're saying
58.
58 out of 100 married women said they do ask their husband's permission. Tommy Joe, will it be higher or lower than that, my friend?
Well, I think it would be lower because if they told them every time they were going to buy something what it was,
Be talking to
they'd
them all
be
the
there
time,
all
wouldn't
day,
they?
you
Yeah.
know. I want to buy
Women
this,
buy
this,
all
this,
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 yeah.
this.
Actual number of women who ask their husband's permission before buying a new dress is 9. You're right. Tommy Joe was lower. You ready, Tom?
Yep.
Take a look at this one. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. Look here. Oh. Queen. That means, Heather, you got a free shot at the cards off of the 8. Can't change
Lower.
it. Lower than the
lower.
8. Let's see if it's lower than the 8. It
No,
is.
I want to go higher.
Higher than the 5. Yes, it
No,
is.
I want to go lower.
In order to win game number 1, will it be lower than the 10? No. Back to the 8 she goes. So we didn't make much progress that time. Why don't we pause for a couple of commercials? We'll be back to see who wins the first game on Card Sharks right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. I want to remind everybody that on Young People's Week, the winners of less than $2,500 will receive the cash. Winners of $2,500 or more will receive certificates of deposit that will mature when they become 18 years of age. So those are our special rules this week. That wouldn't be so bad, would it? All right, let's continue with game 1. Tommy Joe, here's your question. We surveyed 100 16-year-old boys, and we asked them, if you could be a 16-year-old girl for one day, would you want to? How many 16-year-old boys would want to be a girl just for one day now?
Well, I'm not 16, but that's coming pretty soon. And I'm not too sure about being a girl.
Just only for one day. I mean, you don't have to make a career of it, you know?
Yeah, I think they probably would because it would be different.
Yeah, it certainly would,
And
yes.
a lot of people
Yeah.
would like to know if they're curious, they'd like to know about what it would be like. So I think that would be a relatively high number.
How many, Tom Joe?
74.
74 out of 100 16-year-old boys said they would like to be a girl for a day. Heather, how about it?
I think that's going to be lower because I know that guys would want to have the experience of being a girl to see, you know, how they think about guys and stuff, and you know, and get some more tips on how to treat
Would you like to be a guy for a day?
Oh no. Oh, I want to be a girl. I don't know.
You wouldn't want to be a 16-year-old guy just for one day? I
Yeah,
get some.
maybe one day.
You can get some tips and things. You know what I mean? So you think it's lower? Actual number of 16-year-old boys who would want to be a girl for a day is 16. Considerably lower. Heather, you froze on the 8. Get rid of the 8. All right. 8 becomes a
All right,
queen.
I want it lower.
Lower than the queen. There's a 3.
Whoa, I want it higher.
Higher than the 3. There's a
Whoa, I
queen.
want it lower.
In order to win game number 1, no. My goodness, those bad cards. Where'd you find these, Lace? Tommy Joe, you get a chance to play a free run on it. You got to play off the jack.
Lower.
Lower. All right, let's see. Lower, yes.
Higher.
Higher than the 4? Nope. Still not making any progress, are we? All right, let's go to sudden death then. That means this is the 4th and final question of this game. Somebody must win the game on this play of the cards, and control is really what you're looking for. Our question goes to Heather. Here it comes. Heather, we surveyed 100 women, and we asked them, do you think a woman can be truly happy if she doesn't have a man in her life? Now, how many women said yes, a woman can be happy even if she has no man in her life?
I don't think very many people are gonna, very many women are gonna want to live without a man, you know, because it's like they comfort them, and you know, they get really lonely. You know, it's gonna. I mean, it's. I think it's gonna be 28.
28 out of 100 women can be happy even if she has no man in her life. You don't think a person can be happy with just themselves
I don't know.
then?
You get pretty lonely without a man.
Well, you can get a
Are
dog.
you saying married? Are you saying married then?
Well, I just want to, you know, get a puppy, you know. Much cheaper. I just want you to know that, yes. All right, Tommy Joe, she says 28 out of 100 women said yes, a woman can be happy even if she has no man in her life. Will it be higher or lower than 28?
I think it would be higher because a lot of women are independent.
Boy, that's the truth, pal.
And
The actual number of women who said a woman can be happy without a man in her life is 61. You're right, Tommy Joe. Now, let me explain a couple of things to you, Tommy. You've got control here, sudden death time. You can either play it out, playing off the jack, or you can change the card. If you make a goof, Heather wins the game, or you can pass it on to her. She plays off the queen if she goofs. You gonna pass it on? All right, Heather, it's yours.
Okay, I want to go lower.
Lower than a queen, cards a 9.
Okay, I'm going to go higher. No,
see
wait,
if-
let me think about this.
Scared me to death.
Maybe I'll go lower. I'll go lower.
You're going to go lower than the 9. Is it lower than the 9? It's not. Tommy Joe, you win game number 1. All right.
Thanks.
Hey, that's $100 in your pocket, pal. Not bad at all. And most important, you've won the first game. If you win 2 games, you become the champion. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's begin game number 2. Lacey will deal out the cards from the same deck, and we're on our way. First question goes to you, Tommy. We surveyed 100 fourth-grade girls, and we asked them, when your dad gets home from work at night, is he a real grouch? How many fourth-grade girls said their dad's a real grouch when he gets home from work?
Well, I don't know about too many fourth-grade girls, but I know when I was in 4th grade, my dad came home and he was a grouch a lot of the time.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I think that would be a little higher than the middle of the road. I think it would be like 84.
84, that is quite a bit higher. 84 out of 100 fourth-grade girls said their dad's a real grouch. Well, Heather, is your dad a grouch when he comes home?
Oh, yes.
Is he really?
He's a grouch. He can be nice, though.
That's because, you know, if he was the boss of the family, maybe he wouldn't be so grumpy.
I think it's going to be lower.
You think it'll be lower than that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be lower because when you're in 4th grade, you know, your dad's kind of, you know, they spoil you. They don't treat you as bad as they do the older ones. So I think it's going to be lower, much lower.
The actual number of fourth-grade girls who said their dad's a real grouch when he gets home from work is 20. You're right, Heather. It was lower. Here we go, Heather. You have to do some catching up, my dear. There's a jack for you. Lower than the jack. Card's a jack. Ooh. That means, Tommy, you get a free shot at the cards. Tom's saying, it's okay, don't worry about it. Tom, you get a free shot. Here's your card now. Okay, yours is a king.
I'll go lower.
Lower than the king. There's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. There's a 6.
Freeze.
Freeze. Okay, so I got a lead, I'm going to hang on to it. I'll just freeze it right there. We'll pause for these commercial words and come back and find out who our champion's going to be and who's going to play for the big money. We'll see in a moment. Tommy Joe won the first game, and as you can see, Tommy Joe has a slight lead in game number 2. So let's go on. Heather, here's your question. We surveyed 100 married men, and we asked them, when your wife cries, do you usually let her have her own way? How many married men said yes when their wife cries, they let her have her own way?
I think that's going to be a high number.
Boy, me too.
Because I'm sure the wives, they always try to get pity. I'm not going against women or anything, but the wives, they always try to get pity on their husbands. They always get their way. They always get their way
don't they?
when they cry.
Your mom always gets her way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be... Could you repeat that?
Yeah, how many married men said yes when their wife cries, they let her have her own way?
I think that's going to be 72.
72 out of 100. Tommy Joe, what do you think? Will it be higher or lower than 72?
I don't know. I think it's going to be higher.
You think it's even higher than that? Well, the actual number of married men who let their wife have her own way when she cries is 54. It wasn't higher, it was lower. Okay, Heather, you got the jack. You want to keep it?
Yeah, I want to keep it. I want to go lower.
Lower than the jack, and it is an 8.
I want to freeze.
You got to freeze there. Playing it by the book. I don't blame her. All right, so it tightens up a little bit, and let's go again. Find out who our champion's going to be. Tommy Joe surveyed 100 13-year-old girls. We asked them, have you ever asked a boy for a date? Have you ever asked a boy for a date? Now, how many 13-year-old girls said that they have asked a boy for a date?
Well, I don't know about girls, but I've never asked a girl for a date. You get very nervous when you even try.
Boy, it makes me have butterflies, I can imagine, yeah.
So far, I've had 2 calls, and I'd answer, and then...
Did you hang up on them?
No, they'd hang up on me.
Oh, they hung up on you?
Yeah, about 10, 20 seconds, and they'd just be like this, and I'd be saying, hello, hello, and they'd just go, ding.
Boom. Well,
I don't know.
Maybe it's something
I think it would be, is it how many girls
13-year-old girls have asked a boy for a date?
Well, I think that would be pretty low.
How many do you think?
17.
17 out of 100. Heather, higher or lower than 17?
I think it's going to be lower. I don't think very many girls feel... I think it's like it's a tradition that the guy asks the girl to...
Especially the 13, okay? The actual number of 13-year-old girls who have asked a boy for a date is 10. Yes, it was lower. Heather, again, there's the 8. You would have it? Sure. 8 is a 3.
Oh, God, I want to go higher.
Higher than the 3. There's a 10.
Lower. I'm going to go
lower.
for it.
She's going on.
Come on, yes, higher.
Going on again. She wants to win this game if it's higher.
Oh, no.
back to the 3 Heather goes. And Tommy Joe, you get to play off of the 6.
Do I have to play off?
Yes, you got to play off the 6.
Higher.
Higher. All right. It's higher. Nope, not higher. Same kind of a situation. All right, sudden death time. Someone's got to win the game now on this play. Sudden death last time, too. You guys are tough. Heather, we surveyed. Oh, it was reported, by the way, in the news that Sylvester Stallone was paid $12 million to make Rocky IV. So we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, do you think Stallone deserved that much money? How many people said, yes, Stallone deserved $12 million for Rocky IV?
I think that people are, normal, average people are jealous of stars. So especially I know that they're going to say that, oh, yeah, that's just too much. So I think that's going to be probably about 27.
Tommy Joe, higher or lower than that?
I think it would be a lot lower because not many people would go, oh, yeah, he deserves $12 million for a movie.
You think so?
That's a lot
Well,
of
the
money.
actual number of people who said Stallone deserved $12 million for Rocky IV is 29. Was it lower or was higher? Now, remember, this is sudden death, you guys. So you got 2 choices, Heather. Sudden death. You can play it out. If you goof, Tommy Joe wins the game and the championship. Or you can pass it on. If he goofs, you win the game.
Pass it.
Passing it to Tommy Joe. Tommy Joe, here we go. This is for the big money, pal.
Okay, I'll go higher.
Higher than the 6. It is a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack for the championship. You've done it! Yes!
Good game. That was a close one.
Woo!
Good game.
Heather, thank you so much for being with us. We have some very nice prizes for you. You're a very nice lady. We'll see you again, all right? Tommy Joe, come here!
Way to go, guy.
This is our champ. In a moment, he's going to have a chance to win thousands of dollars. We play the big money right after this. Now, this is your grandfather. Andy, how are you? Nice to have you with us. You're here to advise him, but he's a bright guy, I'll tell you that. The money you've won, the $200, yours to keep. Now we give you new money, $200 in the bottom row. When you get up to the second row, $400. Remember, minimum bets are $50 each time, and you can change 1 card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna has over there. I want to wish you all the luck in the world. We want you to win a whole lot of money. Get him, guy. Give him $200, please. You got it. Here we go. Tommy Joe, let's do it. Stay right over there by grandfather, okay, so we can see you. And here's your first card. It is a jack, and you've got $200.
150 lower.
150, lower than the jack? No, but you're at $50. You're still in fine shape. It's okay.
All of it lower.
All of it lower than the king. There's a 3. Now you got 100.
$50 higher.
50 higher than the 3. It is higher. You got 150. But look what happens. You get up here, we give you $400, so you now have $550. And the 5, remember, you can play it or change it.
I'll change it for number 2.
Number 2. He wants to get rid of the 5. Let's see if he helped himself or not. The 5 is now a queen. That's better.
$500 lower.
500 lower? Whew, makes me real nervous. 500 lower than the queen. Be there. That's all right. It's a push. No win, no loss. You're in fine shape. What are you going to do now?
450 lower.
Gonna go 450 lower this time. 450 lower than the queen. It is. You got $1,000. You got to play off the 8. You've already changed on this row. He can't change it. He's already changed on this row. $1,000. How much?
200 lower.
$200 lower than the 8. It's a 9. It's all right. Now you're at $800. Come up here. Now you can change the card if you want to.
Okay, then I'll change it.
Change it. Which one?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. The 9 is a 10, and you've got to bet at least $400.
$700 lower.
$700 lower than the 10. Be there for Tommy, please. It is, yeah! $1,500 is all yours, guy.
I get to keep it.
Way to go. All right. Congratulations to you. Your total is $1,700. You can buy a lot of bottle caps for that. We'll be back with more Card Sharks right after this. Hey, what a delight it's been all week having these very nice young people with us. Good luck to you, Tommy Joe, with all that money. Next time, it'll be the adults back. Lorenzo and Vicky will be returning. We hope you will be too. Until next time, we'll see you all. Bye-bye from Card Sharks.
Some of our young card sharks will receive a travel cosmetic bag in Lee press-on nails. Full nails with super stick tabs for long perfect nails in seconds. Lee press-on nails. A crystal pitcher and Eskimo pie. Rich creamy ice cream bars covered with special thick dark chocolate. Eskimo pie, a family favorite over 65 years. Toblerone, a magical mix of Swiss milk chocolate, crushed almonds, and honey nougat from Chocolat Tobler. A watch and the original Kobe's all-natural shoestring potatoes. Crisp, crunchy, delicious Kobe's shoestring potatoes from S&W. A sports bag and Pop Ice, delicious freeze-at-home treat. Assorted fruit flavors, 18 bars per box, refreshing Pop Ice. An insulated bag and gift certificates for Kentucky Fried Chicken and fresh buttermilk biscuits. You've got a right to chicken done right. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. Columbia's complete bowling package features customized bowling attire and the amazingly accurate 100% urethane ball for smooth delivery from Columbia. And a member of our studio audience will receive Olympia's Carrera electronic typewriter. Combines the versatility of a portable typewriter with the speed and comfort of an office model from Olympia, USA. This is Gene Wood speaking for CardSharks, a Mark Goodson television production.